Because nothing is sacred, Clueless is getting adapted into a revival show with Peacock, starring, of course, Alicia Silverstone. It's not just a reboot that recasts all the characters. They're bringing back the originals, and I'm really hoping they will get Stacey Dash. And unfortunately, Brittany Murphy is obviously not going to be a part of it, so you're never going to create something the way that it was originally in 1995. But I just hate when all of these headlines and announcements constantly churn out and they're trying to bandwagon on nostalgia constantly. It feels like an insult to the audience and an insult to like their own ability to just come up with a new idea.
Well,
in
it's
general.
funny too because this is being produced by Josh Schwartz. Josh Schwartz is a very, very successful Hollywood producer. He, I'd mentioned this on the show before.
Girl.
Not just Gossip Girl. So he created the OC when he was just 26, and at that time he was like the youngest person to ever be given like show running duties for like a hour-long drama, which is a huge responsibility. He knows what he's doing.
We have a 20 that I missed from Incompetent Hands. Mary thinks that all of you normies who aren't internet famous aren't worthy of being #MeToo. I'm not saying that Mary is out of touch. I'm saying she won't finish Firefly Brett pierogies for Easter.
That thing just took a whole left turn.
I have no idea what any of that means.
It's like the guy who said that I get off on sending people to jail.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, but okay.
It's like true, but okay.
I made a joke once about like somebody did something stupid and I said straight to jail, and it just set this person off onto like a psychotic break.
So they've got Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage writing it, and they are also a double threat working on the Legally Blonde prequel series, which is at Amazon. Yeah. So they're just trying to ruin everything all at once.
Yeah. There's a 20
ideally. There. From Chris Noski, testing something. Brett, you need to watch and talk about a show called Person of Interest. It is a really awesome show, and I just know he would enjoy it.
No, because you told me that I should watch that show, I'm not watching it. You can't make me. But really, you should go watch Person of Interest.
But now you're gonna swear off it.
Yeah, I'm never gonna watch it ever again.
And they've also got Amy Heckerling, the writer, director, and producer.
This is for Legally
Robert
Blonde.
Lawrence. This is still for Clueless.
Okay.
There are many reasons why this shouldn't and can't happen. Or at
before we
least
even-
why it shouldn't happen, and why if it does happen, it's not going to be successful.
Can I just say, like, I'm going to connect it back to it, I promise. But what I'm sick of now, like, even more than just the revivals and stuff like that, I'm sick of television shows.
Yeah.
I don't, like, they announced, this sounds like it doesn't connect, but it does. They announced that they're going to make a Dredd series at Amazon with the team of the boys. I love the 2012 Carl Urban Dredd film. I love that film. It's an hour and 35 minutes. It's violent. It's bloody. It's gory. And it's fast-paced. I don't want this dragged out to 8 episodes of bullshit melodrama with like one half-ass action sequence per episode. Now, Clueless makes a little bit more sense as a television show, I guess, but I would rather they just make it an hour and 45 minute or 2 hour movie. If they're gonna do this at all, make it a movie.
Thank you. Well, they already did a Clueless show, right?
Yeah, like in 96 or something.
Like the year after the movie came out.
With no Alicia Silverstone.
But they did
he's Trump dancing.
They did have Stacey Dash, and they had others who were in the original cast in the first Clueless revival show back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And that was a flop.
The show went for 3 seasons. I mean, 3 seasons is pretty good.
For the 90s, no. For today, yes. But one of them is just like, you shouldn't touch something that's such a classic. It's just wrong. Of course, you're not going to have Brittany Murphy back because she died so young and under suspicious circumstances.
What year did she die?
When
2009?
Was that?
Or was it like way earlier than that? Like, I was just thinking about this before, like...
another client of Harley Pasternak, by the way. Let me see what year she died. 2009.
Okay.
Yep.
It's crazy to think that Clueless came out in 95 and then we're talking like over a decade later.
Yeah.
Like almost 15 years later. Like but that feels like forever ago. So that just kind of puts into perspective how long ago Clueless actually was.
Right. Yeah. So it's very of its time. It cannot be redone. And it's not that they're redoing it. They're like taking all the charm of it by putting it in present day. And then here's another thing. What are they going to do? Are they going to have her still be with her stepbrother?
Her stepbrother. I said this to Mary yesterday. I'm like, here's the other thing. Look, Alicia Silverstone looks fine for her age, but as we know, it's going to look like Paul Rudd showed up in a time machine because Paul Rudd doesn't age.
He has not aged
and they'll be like, what baby's blood did you drink to look this age right now? And she'll be there looking, fine for her age, and he'll be there looking not his age. I mean, and they'll be wondering, what are they still doing together?
Stacey Dash looks incredible for her age.
There you go, and they need to bring her back. You know what they do? They need to.
Here's the thing. There's another thing. It's the political climate, right? Because Alicia Silverstone endorsed RFK Jr. this past election cycle, posting a selfie with him, saying she canceled her Democratic Party registration and registered as an independent in order to vote for him. So people are saying, keep it. We don't want it. We want nothing to do with anything Alicia Silverstone is involved in ever again because she's canceled. And on top of that, Stacey Dash has been an outspoken Trump supporter for years now. Like before it was cool.
I feel like there's a better movie or show to be made by just getting those two together and making like a Real Housewives-esque
just make a podcast. Yeah. Just make a podcast with an AI version of Brittany Murphy as the third.
There you go. But they're also doing Legally Blonde.
Right. And they have found a girl to play a younger Elle Woods. This is a prequel series to the events of Legally Blonde, the original movie. So they're spinning it off with this girl named Lexi Mindtree. I have no idea if I said that properly. But she does have a strong resemblance to Reese Witherspoon. It's funny because Reese Witherspoon has this look-alike daughter that people point out their resemblance all the time. And this girl somehow looks more related to Reese Witherspoon than her own daughter does. So I applaud it. I mean, as long as it's a white, blonde, blue-eyed character and they cast someone who fits the bill on that front,
what would
fine. I'll take what I can get at this point.
What's something from back in that time period that, because I saw somebody mention that in the chat. I'm sorry, I don't know what the name was because it's scrolled up so far. They said that it was a product of its time, like Bill and Ted. Well, they brought Bill and Ted back in 2020,
and that show was good.
And they brought Cobra Kai back, and it was popular. And there, in fact, there's a Karate Kid movie coming out this summer.
Not so sure about that one.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, right? What's something from the late 90s or early 2000s that would work in current year? What's something you love from that time period?
King of Queens would work well.
The actor's still around, so they could just bring him. Well,
was that Kevin James?
But then, she
defected.
Was that Leia Remini?
Yeah, Leia Remini.
Okay,
yeah,
but then she was in like his next show, Kevin Can Wait, and then she was gone after like one season.
He did a season with the wife, and then the wife got killed off at the end of the season.
Like Roseanne Barr in
hot swap.
Roseanne.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He played himself?
He played himself, and then he had a wife.
Okay.
And then he killed off his wife to bring Leia Remini back.
I know Kevin James is like really devout Catholic.
He's also really
he's
mean.
Like doing something with Hallow.
He's really mean.
He's really. I have a friend that's met him, and he confirmed. And if you go on Reddit, you
How
search
do you know all of this?
Meanest celebrities, and they're like Kevin James. He's like, yeah, he's really mean.
What?
Which just breaks my heart because he's like the GOAT.
You know what that means? We need to get like the Paul Blart Mall Cop horror movie.
That'd be
if
serial killer Paul Blart.
Paul Blart Mall Cop brutality.
Yeah, dude.
Like, kill someone in a mall.
If anyone came up to me and started like screaming about Paul Blart Mall Cop, I would be mad too.
Yeah.
There's a 20 there.
ALH Books said, hi, PC. Today is Good Friday. Looking for a movie. King of Kings is in theaters. I saw it. It was good. Have a blessed day.
Look, between that and the fact that everybody loves The Chosen and everybody's speaking highly about House of David, like
not so much about the Mary movie on Netflix.
But in general, I mean, more than one good faith-based piece of entertainment in a year is a miracle.
And
one might say.
I still think that the Father Stew movie was really good.
That was a good one.
That was one of the best.
Me and you really liked Father Stew.
Yeah, one of the best faith-based films I've seen.
And good considering that I'm not religious, and it was it caught me as
Yeah.
well. It didn't have to like emotionally bludgeon you with anything.
It's
was a
the
very
perfect airplane movie. Like, you know, when you see a movie comes out in theaters, you're like, I don't know, but then you're on a plane and they put all the new films. Then you're like, that's an airplane movie.
She loves movies on airplanes.
Love watching a movie on the plane.
Because it's the ones you just, but then you're on an airplane, you're desperate.
I'm
so
not
you're like, all right.
I'm not quite sold on it if I were just allowed to do whatever I wanted in that moment.
But you're trapped. So you're like, I guess I'll watch Father Ted.
Yeah.
I download so there's a lot of like movies that are on streaming services that I'm just never gonna watch
Sling.
at home.
Not
on Sling. Usually on Paramount Plus. Okay,
Ooh.
there's a lot of good stuff on Paramount Plus that I'm just not going to take the time to watch. One, because like Olivia has no interest in watching like Along Came a Spider, or like some thriller movie from the 90s. But then I put those on the streaming on I download them to my phone to then watch on the airplane because I can't get out and sit on my phone.
I have the entire like Frasier, every season of Frasier just saved on my phone.
There you go.
Just
taking up hella
dude,
space.
it's like 8 gigs. Yeah.
How many seasons is that?
It's like 12.
And they're all good.
Every episode is
The weird thing is that it's all good.
And then the one they came out with like 2 years ago was like disturbing.
What? The reboot?
Oh, it was.
But so many people were telling me to watch the reboot.
And I watched it and I was heartbroken.
I never did, but I was worried. And so many people
because
said
the
it was
crux
great.
of the show is he's on the radio and there's no more radio. What's he going to host?
So what is
a
he doing?
podcast?
Does he have a podcast in the show?
He's like he goes back to like he focuses on psychiatry.
Oh, it's just him in actual therapy sessions.
Yeah.
It's part of it. Yeah. And then it's just like general shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mid.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.